Welcome to NASCAR iRacing from Atlanta Motor Speedway as we get ready for the Zaxbys 400. It's going to be a big race for some of these guys as the Daytona 500 went really well, but without those faster pairs, these guys are going to have to stay out of wrecks. Alright, we're going to pull up our top 10 on the grid. We have, starting on the pole, Nolan Crane. Starting second on that first row, Danny DeStasio. Starting third, John Bergermouth Sr. Starting fourth is James Carney. He's had a good season so far. Starting fifth is Christos Cherney. Starting sixth is Cuddles Morales. Starting seventh is Dennis Sharp. Starting eighth is Jacob Petrowski. Starting ninth is John Jr. Starting 10 is Irini. Starting 11 is Simba Kirifides Jr. And starting 12th is Robert Thompson. So we see two Georgia Motorsports cars out here, so it's going to get interesting right here. As we are about here for the 60-lap feature at Atlanta, another super speedway. This is it's going to be a good one. And they are rolling up to the restart zone.
Green flag.
Green flag is in the air. And to start out with the lead, but Danny DeStasio takes it from him. That high line may be better, as we saw at Daytona with super speedways, as everybody's jumping up there now. And it looks like it is, as Dan is going to go down to the bottom, as they are bumping into each other. But they're coming around for lap number one. Who will lead this lap? James Carney dives down to the bottom. Out of turn number 4 into the dog leg, James Carney will lead lap number 1. Alright, well, things are going to get interesting from now on, as these guys are not only racing for a win, they're racing for playoffs, as we know. The points are what matters. And we're looking at, Buddy Morales has already locked himself into the playoffs with that win at Daytona. So they are looking for a victory. These teams are looking for a big victory here to send themselves to the next step, which is the playoffs. And Cuddles Morales looking to, on the inside, two Toyota manufacturer teammates as Danny outside. These are your manufacturer teammates. We have two Toyotas up front, a Ford, a Chevy, another Ford, another Chevy. So Toyota kind of leads the front pack, but Ford is the same as that 44, which just hit the top 10, and he is running through. A great showing by him at Daytona as the pole sitter Nolan Crane drops down to 10th. Oh, a little bit of smoke coming off of here. Thompson has dropped all the way down to 20th. Chase Monzaleski's all the way in the back. Let's go check on him. In the back of that pack. He has hit the wall. He hit the wall. Oh my. And he's going into the pits. Chase Monzaleski going into the pits. He's the first one in here in the Zaxbys 400. Because we are looking at maybe more of a wreck fest than we would have at any other track. And Danny DeStasio on the bottom, really sideways right there. He was, ooh, man. They are getting really dicey up here in the front of this pack. Wow. But James Carney still leading after 6. So, we didn't get a crash at lap 5. We only have front pack of maybe 12 cars still up here in front. Maybe not even 12. Maybe it's just the top 10 that are sitting up in front. These guys in the back are losing a lot. We are watching this happen live as some of these guys are, I mean, it's pretty easy to drive Atlanta, but is it easy to stay up front? And especially with no faster pairs, you need to take care of your car here. And it's only that top 10 that is... These guys are are getting really spread out when it comes to stuff like this, as Danny DeStasio takes the lead. We're looking at dominating race. I mean, Danny DeStasio and James Carney, who started in that row in the front, they were dominating Daytona. So, I mean, you come to another super speedway and expect to dominate, you expect them to dominate. So we have Chase Mazelowski, a couple laps down after hitting the wall, which he's going to hopefully get those back comes through. And right now, and they're wrecking! Oh, a huge crash! Car hard in the wall. That looked like the 27. That looked like the 27. Oh my, what a hit. We are going to go back and look at that hit. That was a huge hit. Oh my goodness, that was a huge hit. So we're coming down the back straightaway. So it looks like the 38 of John Bergermouth Sr. gets loose with the 8 of Jacob Piotrowski. Comes back up the... oh, he can't... oh, what a bad place to be for that 27, and that is a hard crash into the wall. The 11's involved. I think that 27 is done. Jacob Piotrowski, who was having a pretty good green flag run, is also involved. George Kirifides sustains a little bit of damage hitting that 10 car. And so does the 34, who almost slips upside down. 10 car got some damage, and the 34 car loses his front bumper. He may also be done for this race. Well, this is what's bringing out the first caution. As you can see, our Daytona 500 winner, Buddy Morales, has made it through there. But, what a way to start this race. And John Bergmouth Jr. ends up on the pole up front, and Jack up here too. So, yep, the 10. So currently there is a good amount of cars out, and we have a new top 10. We have John Bergmouth Sr., Jacob Piotrowski, Nick Sedaris, Bailey Batts, Joe Clare, Michael Burbelak, Danny DeStasio, Nicky Sophias, George Kirifides Jr., and Alex Pavitas. And, well, we've just got news. The 44, the 27, the 10, the 34 are all out. Mazelowski's 3 laps down. They are all out of this race with damage. That is a not a great thing for George Kirifides, who looked to be having a really good race. And it's sad that it had to come to an end like that. That was a phenomenal race that he had going for him, and it's sad to see it happen. Jacob Piotrowski with that front end damage. I mean, let's go on board and see what's up with that. Let's see what's up with the restart when he goes. So that front end damage is definitely going to cause an aero issue, which may back the field up behind him, which may cause another wreck. And that may not be great for these guys, but I mean, staying out and deciding not to take anything is a big mistake at this point, as Chase Mazelowski goes back into the pits to probably repair some more damage that he has. But the lights on the pace car are out, so we are going green this time. Let's go on board with, I don't even know where our pole sitter is. Our pole sitter is really far back. Let's go on board with our pole sitter, who's currently sitting 23rd. He lost a lot. I mean, the guy who lost a lot was 26, Robert Thompson. But that was a huge crash we had there. That was a humongous accident. There was cars all over the track. I mean, that 27 took a hard hit into the wall. He's currently being evaluated in the infield care center, and so is everybody else involved in that crash. So we are about to go back green after our first caution on lap 11 out of 60. Pace car is off, and we are ready to go green. All right, let's see what happens with this 8 car. Green flag is in the air, and 8 car is very slow off the line, but he is not going to have that for that long. It's going to be extremely hard. Yep, they're just going to push him up the track. They're going to let him go, and hopefully not a stack of happens. That 8 car's got to get out of the way. He's holding up that big of a pack as Bergamel Sr. takes the lead. Here's Mixed Airs on the inside in that 31 machine. He's looking to the outside. I don't know, but he's got Chevy teammates all over the place who are Michael Berkelek and Joe Claire, who are currently pushing each other down the front straightaway as Billy Bats and Mixed Airs. 10 cars out of the pits. 4 laps now. Oh! Back up behind them, there's a car on the wall, that's the 38. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. Oof, that was a brake job, and that leaves that 31 car to come out to this lead and just go. Caution's out. Caution is out. I do not know what happened. It seems like it was in the back of the field. Alex Plavridis has stopped his car, so that may be something with him. All right, well, let's go check out and see what may have happened on this last caution. Did somebody lose it? All right, it looks like he's got some damage. Oh, we're looking at George Kirifides Jr., it seems, that he may be there. Let's see. No, he's up front. Right? Ooh, I'm wondering what car that is. No, they're really far back. Let's go back on board with Alex and see. Oh, it may have been the 5. Oh, no, it was the 16. That's who it was. That was hard finding that car. All right, well, let's see what happened. So we're going to go back. Oh, man, I just saw that 28 car pummeling, and we're not looking. Oh, man. So, right here, teammates, 3 of them. Oh, he missed the back bumper. Oh, wow, he hit. And James, trying to avoid, gets clipped by Ethan Eckert and hits the 16 up into the fence. Does he get involved? Oh, and the 29 just hit him. Oh, wow. And there's Nolan Crane in the back. Was he able to get slowed enough? This was a big checkup right here. That's a huge checkup. And here comes Robbie Gervasi with a little bit of damage on that front end. And he is going to get in at time. But that is a interesting crash, as we can see. All right. We're going to go to our leaders. Our second caution comes on lap 15. 4 laps behind the other one. And then Chase Mazelewski's trying to get his lap back. So that's great to see him back in the race a little bit. So the 27, the 34, and the 44 are currently pitting. They're not out of the race. They're currently pitting for damage. They're not that badly damaged. There's no blown motors. The 29 is recorded as out right now, but that could change. It looked like he had some minor damage. As our top line is going to be the 13, and then the 00, the 15, the 3, the 35, the 6, the 9, the 19, the 99, the 7, the 1, and the 12. That is our top 12, it seems. This is an interesting race so far. I'm really enjoying watching this racing because you could show that these guys may not be able to race on a short track. But, I mean, it's racing. That's basically what it is. And these guys reckon may cause some other stuff. But, these guys are going to have to pit soon. They're going to have to bet on their pit strategy to figure out if they're going to be able to get enough fuel. Now, you have teammates, the 13 and the 3, right there. They're, looking to race for a win. Berbalak after finishing 7th at the tournament. So, and Matt Kubicek up there on the 9. The only person they have is Jacob Piertrasky, who had that damaged car before. And it looks like Perry Marilakis has some damage on that front end, too.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag is back in the air here from the Zaxbys 400, and the bottom lane gets a huge jump on that restart, and they are coming. They are fighting. There's a 3-car tandem right here. And there goes Michael Burbelak. He's on the inside, and they were loose up on the back straightaway. They did not wreck, though. Oh, the 19 went all the way up the racetrack. And the 00 will lead this lap. And they're getting all over the place saucy. I hope they don't wreck. That's the one thing we don't need right now. Not need all the cars coming in. Alex is currently servicing his car. Right? They are coming now. These 3 cars are breaking away. They are broken. They have broken away from the pack. They are gaining. Maybe this back of the pack needs to figure out what they are doing. And they need to catch these 3. There's a Ford, a Chevy, and a Ford. Over here as a little bit. And the number 3 is going to try to pass on the inside, but the 6 is currently drafting off of the 00. Going to try to take it. Not a great opportunity to take it 3 wide. So she's going to go with Michael Burbs and will not lead the lap, as he's like 0.03 seconds. Still dominating for the except for that number 45, James Harden, and the 35. That's all we see, as the 7 is caught up to this lead pack now. The other Toyota. Wow. And Burbelak leads this lap now, as we are 1/3 through this race. We have seen 2 cautions so far, and they're going to need to pit. There's a lot of smoke in this turn. It's either these guys cannot hold it and they're braking really hard to try to lock it up, maybe to try to stop themselves from crashing into the car in front, but still, that's not great. Now they will need to pit soon, so figuring out your pit strategy may be the best thing for this race right here. If you want to last till the end, you cannot stay out. You have to go in when your crew chief tells you. Remember, there's no stages. You're either hoping a wreck will come or something else. Because now the 3 and the 00 have a 2-car breakaway coming around turn 4. Back. They are racing. Another angle. TV2 angle. We'll be focusing on these 2 leaders who are gaining. Wow, that 6 car just gained a lot of time off of that thing. Here they come. Here comes those 3-car tandems. The 6 to 12 are teammates. So you have to kind of look at this and say, hey, they are they're pushing their limits, and there's 3 Fords up here and another Chevy. The Fords are leading this front pack, as you can see. Four Fords ranging from what was 2nd and 5th, but there's still 5 Fords in the top 10. 2 Chevys and 3 Toyotas. 2 teammates. Multiple teammates in these fronts. There is the 00 and the 7, the 3 and the 13, the 12 and the 6, the 45 and the 41 are all teammates. We're going to get a win here, but not too early. 00 lapped out, but his teammates are going to come right behind him and push him. They're in the back. There is a lot going on in the back. But Alex is currently still in the pits. The 27 is in the pits. 44 is 14 laps down, and the 34 is 15 laps down. Oh, there they are. Teammates on the top line. Jordan is coming and pushing to try to get to front to these leaders who are absolutely pulling away. Michael Burbach has a huge run off that corner. And we are looking for another caution. 19 is moving up. That 19 went from
The yellow flag is
caution
out.
is out. Caution is out. The caution comes out, and there's a wreck. There is a wreck. I have definitely heard some cars crashing. That is looked to be something. Let's take a look, because that was interesting. I did not see what happened back there. Ooh, okay, wait. Is this what brought out the caution? Sliding. Is that it? That may have been what brought out our caution. This slide by the 31 and the 8, Jacob Petrosky and Nick Sedaris, as they come down to turn 3. So they, that's, interesting. If we look, it looks like they just get into each other and they just get loose. They come up the track. Yeah. So no big damage coming out of this. 28 car looks like it has a little bit of damage on his from a prior crash. But that was a minor accident that brought out the caution. So we're going back live as everybody comes in. Except the leaders, who stayed out, except for that 3 car. That 3 car did come in. 3 car did come into pit, as he was leading the field for most of the things, so the draft wasn't really giving him fuel mileage. But he will come back 22nd, behind a bunch of damaged cars. Our top 10 right now, after this 3rd caution, is the 00, the 12, the 13, the 19, the 45, the 6, the 7, the 35, the 41, and the 9. This is an interesting race so far. We're looking at something, 3 cautions before the halfway point in this race is a very interesting thing we like to see, because it mixes up the field a little bit. As much as we want to see green lap racing or green flag racing, that crash wasn't really caution worthy, but I guess it could have spiraled out into a huge crash. But we got a bunch of cars still on the lead lap. We have 25 cars still on the lead lap. The other ones are either in the pits or many laps down. So we're hoping that these guys in the front can... We are restarting on lap number 30. So that is halfway... We are starting at the halfway point in this race. So we are looking for some guys to go in during green flag runs. 100% that's going to happen. And we're looking for some dominant racing right here. As we can see, 2 sets of teammates on the top of the boards. 00 and the 7 are still here. The 12 and the 6 are still here. And the 45 and the 41. And the 13 and the 9 are both up here. And, just out of the top 10, we may have some teammates sitting there, too. Just out of the top 10, we have 2 teammates starting. It's the number 1 and the 14. And the 95 and the 22 are also teammates. But we're going to get ready to go green again. Yeah, so we have a lot of teamwork that we need. There's a lot of teamwork involved in this racing as the pace car pulls off. And we are going back green.
Green
flag is in the air. Back from Atlanta. As 12 has the double zero off the line. The double zero is going to catch him right here. Look at that. Inside portion. Through turn one. About third and halfway through space. So if some of these guys could have stretched their fuels out till this much in the race, they may be able to. They probably have to go in very soon. But even if they go in soon, they will make it till the end. Unless they're at the front and they're wrecking behind them.
Yellow flag.
Caution's back out. A major crash. A major crash behind them. As there is damage to many cars. 14, the 29. All right, well, let's go check out what happened. Danny DeStasio involved in this one. So it looks like, if we're looking, 33 makes a move to the bottom. 14 gets loose off of the 7, and oh man, those are teammates. We were just talking about that. Oh man, we were talking about that. Those are teammates. The 99 once again gets through, and the 28's got damaged. The 34's got the 10, the 31. Michael Burblack looks like he escaped with no damage, though. I don't think he got touched. Let's go on board with him. So let's take a look in full speed. What we are currently going to be looking at is the roll bar of Michael Burblack's car. Yes, he had hit two things, and he's out of it with no damage. Same can be said about anybody else, but I mean, we can go look at. Let's look at the. Let's go take a look at the 14. Actually, yeah, the 14, I think. I don't even know where he is. They're all wrecked out. That was a big crash. All right, we'll go on board with. Flipped a bit of his teammate. A bunch of people are in it. It's a sad way to end this race for them. We're going to go back on board with the 12 car. As we're about to shut the lights off and go 1 to green. Fourth caution. Sponsored by Zaxbys. Zaxbys. Chicken's pretty good. I've eaten it before. Pretty good. Valid chicken they have. Alright, we're going to go from TV3 view this time for this restart. Just to give a bit of a nicer view of this race. As we get ready to restart on lap number 34. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't I don't know if that was a great idea. Some of these guys need to just stay out if they're out. They cannot come back onto the racetrack like that. I mean, the 14 is out. The 27 still in the pits. I'm surprised he has not dropped out of this race. He is destroyed after that first wreck. That was a big one. That was a big crash. Took a bunch of cars off the lead lap. But what we are currently looking at is, I think we still have like 20-something guys still on the lead lap. We have 23 guys still on the lead lap. So that's still enough people to get some good racing. It's not like it's 10 where, you know, you'd have 10 guys at the front and you don't have to worry about the front pack. But look at Michael Burblack. Third, and Jacob Pierzkowski starting right next to him. All of that motorsport team is currently in that front top 10. They're in the top 7. And the 15.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is back in the air from the Zaxbys 400 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We are going to look at what happens to his 8 car because he's still got that detached bumper on the front. So he's got to watch where he's going where he's going like this. You do not want to wreck after a wreck. and take more guys out of the race. All over that rear bumper right now. Just gotta make it to the first line and spread out. That's all we need to do. Oh, the 12's coming into pit. First person down pit lane for fuel. We'll see how this works out. I mean, he can probably make it to the end. Managing to keep up with this leader, which I'm surprised about, even with that aero damage. We have 3 guys in front with 2 teammates. Oh, somebody just broke really hard. I heard that. That was just what, and slammed the brakes and dragged the tires. All right. Well, with the pit stops happening, with the green flag pits, they're going to pass that 12 car. Show our battle box. See what's going on. It's not really a battle for first, but we can go back and see. That is a huge pack down here. That's a battle. Big battle. Alright, well, let's see. With, and there are more drivers pitting, as you can see right here. 27 still in the pits, 2. And these guys maybe just pitted because they're wrecked. And the 6 car is up to a big lead right here. I didn't even notice with 23 to go. 23 to go. This is going to get interesting once it hits 5 to go. That's where everybody's making their aggressive moves. They're moving everybody, and they are racing for a big win here. Let's check out our sponsors. A lot of Fords dominating this race. 1 Toyota in the top 10. And then there's Robert Thompson in that 41 car. 3 Chevys. All teammates. And the rest are, yeah, there's only 3 Toyotas in the top 50. This is not a great showing for Toyota, as you can see. Toyota's just struggling to gain time here. But a lot of those guys have wrecked out in those wrecks or have damage. 0-0 will lead this. Not back to the 15. Laps ago, she was, and she's just there now. And the 5. I did hear some banging, it seems. Oh! Gotta look at that. See this pack. This pack is getting a little bit dicey right here. Let's take a look at it. This may be where the next caution is. This pack right here, Joseph Clare is so loose on that bottom line is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable how loose he is. He's going to come up to the front pack now, and we are going to watch something happen. I'm going to go on board with Ethan Eckert in this backpack. Actually, I'll go with the packs right now. It's just the 0-0 and the 6 fighting. 15 far away. 17 to go. We're looking. I don't know where we're. I don't know where I want to look. Let's see what no one brings up to. This backpack. This backpack has to have the most interesting racing. Probably. The next one is going to end up wrecking. We'll break. Big checkup. There's 17 of Chase Mountain. Maybe a lap down. He's currently 2 laps. He needs 2 more cautions to come up with. He's looking to do it. He may not get one. Daytona 500 winner, Buddy Morales. He's back. Dive. There is a huge gap between this pack and the other one. Where's that 44 group? Back up in the front. Got the gearbox here. Oh, you can see that 15 gearbox. 6 closes the gap now. There's that 13 car. 15's gonna go help out a 13 on the top. You got 15 for the bottom. And now they're side by side down the back straightaway. This is where everything gets interesting. We got 13 to go. And these packs are very spread out. And we have these. Now we can go over to this pack. It's now spread out. It started pretty well. Probably got some damage. 36. But we are looking at a pretty good race up front. My real question is, did these cars pit? Or are they risking it all? Turn 4. No, they did pit. It seems like they did pit. Maybe during the caution they pitted. That 6 car. And there's Joe in the 13, not having any help on the outside, but everybody's so not really hurting anything. Oh, a big checkup from that 0-0 getting off of that turn. I don't know what happened. It looked like he may have gotten too much speed. Now, 6 car. Absolutely leading everybody to take 10 to go. 10 to go. Here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, you're watching Georgia TV Sports. This is the Georgia Racing. Oh, that 0-0 clutch. Really slamming on his brakes right here. We had the Auto Club. Or no, Vegas. We had the Vegas next week. An interesting track. Should allow a lot of fun things to happen. Right now, we are looking at this 6 car absolutely dominating this field. Remember, the only way these two can gain is if they work together and they don't work side by side. But they are gaining. That's for sure. And that 15 car even with the damage. But it's a key to who can come in clutch right here. And this is probably the pack we're going to have for the finish. These 4 cars, unless there is a wreck in the back, these 4 cars are going to be the last 4 standing. And look at that 15 big run she has. She shoves the 00 outside, pushing down the back straightaway. It's a Ford 3-car tandem with one Chevy as the 15 elects to take the higher line right here, looking for a better exit off the turn. She will get in that Brant car, but the 00 is coming to pass the 6 now. Here's what we have. 4 cars, 7 to go. And the next guys are 2 seconds behind. There is a whole pack where no one clean is. What that pack is. The dice is the 15 takes the lead at 6 to go. Yeah, this pack is I'd rather do See, if there's a pack, they may wreck. That's the big thing. I'm gonna take a look at this 15 car now. Yes. She wants this win. Out of gas on the side. And John Bergenmouth. 5 to go from Atlanta as the 6 car gets a huge run on that outside. Basically leaving the 15 in the dust. Let's check our manufacturers now. Six Fords, 3 Chevys, 1 Toyota make up your top 10. And they're wrecking! The 15 and the 00 crash! Oh, and a huge hit for that for the 19 car. Oh, what a wreck. Oh my. They took each other out. Wow. Alright, well, let's go check out what happened. That's going to take the 15 out of contention and stack up the field with 5 to go. Ooh. Do we have a frontal view of this? Yes, right here. Oh, the 15 looks like she just lost the steering right there. Almost gets airborne, too. Goes around. Oh, she had a nice spot to win this race, too. And that 00 is going to have some damage. Caution's out. And the 19 just, plowed. And the 9 got a little bit of damage. Wow, what a wreck. Well, let's take a look. On board. We'll go on board the 15 car. And run onto the inside. That will do it to you. That will do it to you. The steering will just give out. And oh, what a hard hit by her teammate, that 19 car. The car was just spitting at that point. She is currently sitting in the pits. As we are going back to our leaders. So, 3 to go. Lights on the pace car still on. I don't think we're going to overtime. But the pace car's lights should have shut off with 2 to go, which makes it a 1-lap shootout. As the 41 car drops back. Okay. So, 2 to go. Lights on the pace car. We gotta check that pace car. Are those lights out? Yes, they are. We are going to go green with 1 to go. This is such a crazy thing, but our 5th caution comes out within enough time that this race won't be over in caution. They will race back to the line, and it will get interesting, as we can see with that 41, the only Toyota left in the field up at the top before in that top 10, with many Toyota teammates. James Carney, Robert Thompson, George Kirifides Jr., Buddy Morales, our winner from Daytona, and the 28 of Robbie Gervasi are all up here. And I mean, they're going to go green with a lap to go. And this is going to get really interesting. But we're getting ready. We're getting ready to go green. Caution came out. They are... Pace car is pulling off. Here we go. With 1 to go, we will go back green. And the white flag is in the air and the green flag is in the air as we go back green on our final lap of this race. Whoever has a better 1-lap stretch will win it. Robert Thompson looking to the outside, but will stay inside as they try to stay out in front. Out of turn 2. There's a wreck behind them, but we're still green. Here they come. The 13 with a big move on the bottom. The 5. Finish sharp. Coming to the line. It will be the 6 car. Barely. 0.04 seconds. Georgia Kirifides wins the Zaxbys 400 at Atlanta. What a finish. And there was a wreck in turn 2. And we will go and check that out after this. Let us go look at this finish. What a race. What a finish for that number 6 car. Getting her first win of the season and locking herself into the playoffs. We're going to go back into replay mode to check out what happened to the back. But first, we have to look at this finish. This was a very, very close finish. It was a drag race to the line. And they made it interesting. So we have right about here. That was a close finish. All right, now we could check out what is going on, but what happened behind. As I think it was Nolan Crane. I'm gonna watch this lap over right here. Nolan Crane was one of the ones involved in that crash. Let's see. This was in turn 1. 31 makes a move down. Okay, they keep it straight. Oh, and he was just turned by the 28. Michael Burbelak's taken out. He's destroyed. That is a last lap crash. George Kirifides makes it through barely. Alex Pavridis gets hit. He's going up towards the fence. He locks up the brakes. What a hit right there. Multiple cars are involved. We're going to go back. We're going to go watch this in full time. In the roll bar of this car. That was a pretty huge crash. Well, that does end our race. That wreck ends our race, and as we can see, the unofficial results right here. In first, the 6th. In second, the 5 car. Third, the 13. Fourth, the 35. Fifth, the 9th. Sixth, the 41. Seventh, the 22. Eighth, the 99. Ninth, the 33. And 10th, the 45. So, we're looking at a pretty good race. All right, thank you for watching this presentation of Georgia Racing League on GTV. Have a good night.